This high-definition gaming footage was recorded using the POG HD PVR2. See the description to pick up yours today. Hey everyone, Tony here from the ClassicL337 Gaming and Electronic Podcast, and I'm here with my good friend Superman.
Hello, sama. Buongiorno. French Superman.
Hey, that's how he covers his voice that way so you don't know he's Superman.
Yeah, that's my special ability, and my only special ability.
This is Michelangelo from friendlyai, my good friend. Used to be with 3 kilobytes, right, Mike? And now
That's
you're
right.
on your own doing...
I was the third one.
Yes, you were circumcised from 3 kilobytes. I mean...
What a way to put it. Well, yeah, I guess so.
I don't even know what that means. And Jay... I'm still good friends with Jay from 3 kilobytes, so that was not a cut in any way. I just felt like trying to figure out how to fit the word circumcision into the video, and I did brilliantly.
Tony plays it safe.
That's right. So we're talking about Steam machines in this video, and it's been a topic I wanted to discuss with a good gaming friend of mine, so that's why I brought Mike on the show.
When's he going to show up?
That's right. We're waiting on the gaming expert. We just started last week.
Where's Rich?
Yeah, where's Rich from Review Tech USA? I love Rich.
I know, I love him.
I want to hug him. I can't wait to meet him and give him a hug.
I want to cover him in honey and roll him down a hill.
Yeah, I'll just hug him before you do that.
Yeah.
All right, so we are talking about Steam machines. So, Mike, tell us a little bit about the background of the Steam machine and the technical side of it and all that stuff.
Okay, so for people who don't know or haven't been paying attention, that Valve is releasing their own, console. It's a Steam machine, and it'll have its own Steam controller with the trackpads. It looks like it doesn't have thumbsticks. So it's I'm sure you've seen it already, but you can just look it up online. And what it is, it's basically a PC, Tony. But it's going to use its own software, the SteamOS. Excuse me. Dust. It's going to use the SteamOS software created by Valve. It's going to be free software, and you can also upgrade it. You can upgrade the hardware.
And multiple people can make Steam machines, right? It's like going to be open to different.
Yeah, sorry. Like many manufacturers will be able to make the Steam machines. We don't know which ones yet, and we don't know. Most importantly, the most important thing of all, boys and girls, is the price. We don't know what the price is going to be. I mean, the specs have been released, and they are impressive. And if you add it all together, part by part, you're looking at $1,500 to $2,000. So but of course it's not going to be that much because it's going to be marked down and they're going to be mass producing them. So that's good news. But it's going to be hard for me to buy one if it's more expensive than like an Xbox One. Like if it's $700 and it's, it plays all the latest games at, 1080p full specs, I'll probably get it. But if it's like $1,000, I'll probably just get a gaming PC. Because really, you can just get an HDMI cable from the gaming PC to the TV, and boom, you have your Steam machine.
Can I tell you why I think this is a game changer?
Yes, please.
Okay,
and please put your pants on when you do.
I'm trying.
Your necromancer pants.
Yes. Oh gosh. That's another video. So anyways, I really do think one of the things that was really frustrating to me about the Xbox One launch at E3 was that Microsoft, you know how they did all the DRM stuff, and then they came out 2 weeks later and when everyone complained and they changed it. But then they said, we were trying to be more like Steam. Like we were trying to really focus on digital content. And the part that frustrates me is they did nothing to show me that beforehand. So like when every Xbox Live sale I had seen up until that point was like Assassin's Creed 1 on sale for $29. And I'm like, digital, and I can buy it for like $2 used on Amazon, So I'm like, that's a sale? That doesn't sound like a Steam sale to me, And so they hadn't done anything to show us that they were heading that direction. because Steam for me has been a game changer. Like I didn't even have a hardcore gaming PC until 3 years ago.
Absolutely. It really is the iTunes for video games.
It is, and I freaking love it. And like I almost wasn't going to even go next gen console wise because of my gaming PC, and I never thought I would say that. But I can plug my Xbox 360 controller into it. I can buy a game anytime I want for $2 to $10, a really good game, because there's freaking sales all over the place. There's websites like Gamersgate, Cheap Shark, Green Man Gaming, and they all tie to Steam as like kind of like the hub, you know. And then there's like Origin, like kind of the bastard software out in the corner that's trying to, you know, do something. But Steam is just freaking amazing. I love it. Like, and I think that what they're doing and the way they're doing it is very smart. They're saying, okay, these multiple companies will do a steambox, and you can buy one, or you can build your own and run SteamOS off of it. And I love some of the questions on the Steam Machines website. We'll put a link in the description below. But they're like, when can I buy one? I'm pretty happy with my gaming PC setup. Do I have to buy a new piece of hardware now? And Steam is saying, like, no, you don't have to. Or you can build your own. Or you can buy one that's pre-made. The fact that the thing that we're trying to do is just move Steam forward. And I love that idea, because I feel like the Steam model really is amazing, but so many people can't afford or don't have gaming PCs. And so this is another way to get Steam into the living room and say we're going to take this great thing that we're doing and really bring it to the masses. And that's why I really do think this could be a game changer. And if Microsoft and Sony don't get on board with like these digital sales and all this great digital content, they're really going to be behind the ball.
Yeah, like why can't there be like a PSN monthly sale where it's like a Steam summer sale where you know the games that you wanted over the years is, you know, half off. That'd be amazing. But it's funny to me because with Steam and Valve, it's almost the only thing I'm afraid of, Tony, is I'm afraid they're giving people, the average gamer, too much choice. Like which Steam, like we're not sure how many Steam machines there's going to be, or you can make your own. And I kind of wish that it was like maybe one manufacturer doing the Steam machines, just so there's like that one quality control. I know there's going to be like different, like not all of them are going to be the same specs and everything. And I think that could be confusing for some consumers.
No, it's confusers.
I know. No, it's confusing for me is the English language.
Yeah.
But then we go over to Microsoft, and what they did was the complete opposite. They gave the user no choice, the gamer no choice, where you buy your game, you can't trade it in, you can't give it to a friend. See, what Steam and iTunes did was genius. They gave us choice. They said, hey, you can buy the digital version of the music or the game, or you can buy the hard copy, the CD, and load it into your computer and make an MP3 file, or you can buy the actual hard copy of the video game. Don't even use Steam. You have a PC. But with Xbox One, they were like, you just buy the game and you can't trade it in. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. We weren't given the choice, right?
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's what we talked about in our last video is marketing. It was a big marketing meltdown there. But I feel like, I mean, Google's kind of showed us that too much open source can be a dangerous thing. I mean, there's, you know, one of the biggest complaints with people developing for Android is, you know, this guy down the road's got a $50 Virgin mobile phone that can barely run, you know, the calling app, and people have Samsung Galaxy S4s that are like blasting hardware everywhere, you know, and so it's like, how do we develop a game for that, you know, because this platform's on so many different devices. And so, I do think, they'll have to handle that well. So, of course, we won't know until it comes out, but it'll be interesting to see how they kind of like allow that balance, but at the same time, you know, don't rope it down too much.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of the Ouya mentality where, you know, it feels like the Ouya, but it can play like the best and latest games. That's the big difference.
Yeah, it feels like the Ouya, but doesn't suck ass.
Doesn't suck ass. When you buy it, the controller's not like popping open or anything. Hopefully.
Yes, true.
Yeah, and it's Valve. We all love Valve.
Yeah, I love Valve. So I'm waiting for the Steambox. I'm excited for it. And
you haven't been eating for months, just waiting. It's getting depressing.
I know. I'm down to 300 pounds. I mean, that's
Yeah, I
how
know.
small I'm getting.
You fit right into those necromancer pants.
Oh, gosh. Thanks for bringing that up again. Now we're going to have all these people Googling that shit and be like, what's up with these weirdos? So,
it's just a magic spell, kids.
anyways, thanks so much for joining us once again for some gaming news. This has been Tony Steeman and Mike Colangelo from Friendly AI. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe to... How do you like and favorite and subscribe to channels? You can't?
You communicator.
Yeah, so do all those things on YouTube that all you wonderful people do to both Friendly AI and Classically, and enjoy it. And, really enjoy clicking that left mouse button.
Yeah, and don't touch your penis.
All right, goodbye.